Hi, friends. It's Roland Kym, the Vancouver Realtor and Asset Specialist. I appreciate you watching this video. And if you do get value from it, please smash the like button on YouTube. And that way you'll stay up to date in all the revelations and other recordings that we do. Really quickly, I want to talk to you about 10 rules of good money management. As I'm recording this, it's the beginning of 2025. Probably many of these reminders are just that. They're a reminder. It's nothing earth-shattering. However, the basics are always the same. The things that when they're done well, get the results you need. So simple's not easy, but simple is the way to move forward. And so what I wanted to cover again, it's just a reminder of the 10 rules of good money management, hoping that you apply that whenever you're watching this video. And first and foremost, it's something you've heard before. Create a budget and stick to it. There's so many different ways of creating a budget. Creating a budget's really up to you because it's whatever will make you follow it, will make you, do it, is the right budget for you. And so a budget is supposed to help you track your income, your expenses, and your savings goal. Roughly, you want to use 50% of your income for your needs, 30% for your wants, and 20% for your savings or debt repayment. That 20% is aggressive for a lot of us. And so even if it's down to 10% or 5%, I mean, that's 5 or 10% more than what you're currently potentially doing. And so creating a budget and sticking to it and making sure that, investing into the long term is a line item that you fulfill is really important. And item number one. Item number two, again, save before you spend. I think our grandparents were amazing at this because obviously they came out of a completely different economy and society. And so they really, really saved. Our parents did a pretty good job, and the market really picked up their investments and carried them forward. We don't have that benefit in in 2025. You need to be actively investing and saving your money before you spend it in order to make sure that you have savings in the end. So the way you do that is you pay yourself first. So, if you're going to get your paycheck on a certain day, twice a month, make sure that you have an automatic withdrawal that happens the same day or the following day that ensures that you're prioritizing your future, and it's automated to to send that investment into an investment or a high yielding opportunity, depending on what your situation is. Build an emergency fund. People think their credit card is an emergency fund, and that's a really, really weak way of doing it, because if an emergency does hit, you are using money at interest rates that are just outrageous and so hard to ever come back from. And so create a financial cushion. They say 3 to 6 months worth of savings that you can operate your household and live without incoming income is where you want to get to. And put that aside. Don't use your credit card for emergency fund. If possible, do create a savings account for that purpose. And don't do more than 6 months. So definitely put that into other investments, but make sure you have an emergency fund because emergencies do happen. On the note of credit cards that I spoke before, you want to eliminate and avoid high interest credit cards. In simple terms, the interest rate on a credit card, you will never be able to consistently receive on any type of investment. So before you ever put money into investments, you need to pay off your existing credit card balances. Start with the highest credit card first and work your way through making sure that you pay off all your credit cards before you start saving your money, because otherwise it's an equation that doesn't work in your favor. Investing for the long term. So what that does is allows your money to grow and keep pace with inflation. It is incredible, the inflation that is going on in our world, and how prices continue to go up, and how it seems that everything, taxes and things, are just, constantly going up. And so if you don't have money invested and it's not growing, it's very difficult to stay in pace or save for the future. And so make sure, again, that you have savings into the market and that you're getting those returns that you need. Live below your means. It is so powerful, especially if you're in the growth stage of your business or of your profession, because I see people surviving on a certain amount of money, then their wage goes up and their savings doesn't go up. They just spend more. And so that's a really important habit and trait to develop, where you don't spend all the money you make. Spend below your means, make more money, and maintain the same level of spending. And that's a really, really great way of saving and investing, because that difference is what allows you to put money into the long-term investments and keep up with inflation and make sure that you have money invested in the future. Track your financial progress, whether it's debt repayment or it's wealth accruement. You want to make sure that you have a monthly check-in, that you do a net worth calculation of yourself, where you have regular reviews to ensure that you're on track to your goals and that you can make adjustments if required. It's also really fulfilling, I find, to be able to look back month over month over a period of time and see that you're paying off your debt, or you're creating savings, and it keeps you on track. It's rewarding, and it makes you realize why you're doing it. Sometimes it can feel really, opaque and unsure why you're saving money today. And feel like maybe you're limiting your choices today in order to have a good future. And when you track your financial progress, it really helps you visualize why you're doing it. You got to monitor your credit score, make sure that your credit score is good, find out ways if it has some challenges and blemishes on how you can increase the credit score, make sure that you're paying your bills on time. And there's a certain balance of credit utilization that you want to stay within. And there's free ways to monitor your credit, and so that's really welcoming and easy to do. Have a clear financial plan. You really need to know why you're saving your money. Are you saving for a house? Are you saving for retirement? Are you saving for kids going into university? It helps make those smart decisions that are often painful decisions, because they limit what you're spending today in order to put money aside for the future. And that is having a very clear financial plan. Now, what people don't want to talk about is insurance and wills. I've now lived long enough at the age of 45 that I've seen a plethora of outcomes, and I have seen life insurance, and I've seen wills need it, and I've seen people who don't have it, and it's a real strain on people's emotions, on families' financials. It can be extremely burdensome, and the power of creating insurance, disability, life insurance, what it may be, go talk to your financial planner. The earlier you do it in your life, the least expensive it will be. So make sure that you get life insurance in place, and that you have a will that will dictate the distribution of your intentions should you pass and when you pass. Continuously educate yourself about finance. Over the years, I've learned of opportunities that I wish I knew earlier, but at least I learned them because they allowed me to get better and get into something and adapt to the circumstances. So make sure you're constantly reading books, attending, seminars, listening to folks that offer value to you, so that you're constantly educating yourself and seeing what benefits are out there. I hope some of those points were reminders. I hope maybe some of them were brand new to you. If there was of value, please like the YouTube page, and I will send out more great content. Have a great day.